Hello, Erica here. And today I wanted to share with you 3 tips to setting boundaries with your family. A boundary was never intended to keep individuals out of your life. In fact, it was just to give them clear instruction on how to behave within your personal space. And you know as well as I know that it's good to have healthy boundaries for your family. Otherwise, you'll have continuous or nonstop conflict, interference, just drama. And so I want to help you live a life that's happier, drama free by sharing with you today 3 tips that will help you with developing those boundaries with your family so that you can just have a peace of mind. So tip number 1 is to be clear about what's acceptable and not acceptable within your personal space. Now, in order to do this particular step or in order to do this particular exercise, you must know yourself. You need to know what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what makes you tick, what makes you irritable, what makes you frustrated, and that list goes on. So self-awareness is really that first step to setting boundaries that's going to stick and that's going to last. The second tip is to communicate your boundaries with your family. A boundary will not do you any good if you fail to communicate it. You have to effectively share with your family what those things are in your life that are acceptable and what are those things are not acceptable when they come into your personal space. In this case, you need to make sure that you're teaching individuals or your family how to treat you. What makes you the person that you are. This is how you're going to treat me when you come into my world. This is what you will and you will not do. And you want to make sure when you do that with your family, because it is your family, that you do it in a loving way. And then the third tip is to don't be afraid to confront family members who continue to disrespect your boundaries and continue to push the limits. So you're probably going to have that one family member who refuses to just work within the confines of your boundaries. And in this particular case, you need to be willing to defend yourself, to stand up for yourself, but also to stand up for that boundary and to have that hard conversation. Because this is the reality. If you don't confront them, then they're going to continue to push the limit and push it more and push it more. So finally, they're just going to totally unravel your boundary and it won't be there. And so these 3 tips, being clear about what's acceptable and not acceptable within your personal space, communicating your boundaries with your family, and not being afraid to confront family members who continue to disrespect your families. These 3 tips will help you live drama-free without the interference, and most of all, help you to just keep those boundaries, healthy boundaries with your family. Again, I hope these things have helped you. This is Erica. Take care. Bye-bye now.